On December 25, 2021, the James Webb Space Telescope was launched. The $10 billion James Webb Space Telescope is NASA's largest and most powerful space science telescope as of now. The telescope was created to be powerful enough to probe the cosmos and uncover the history of the universe from the Big Bang to alien planet formation and beyond. And although it is yet to achieve its primary goal, the telescope is already making discoveries that would shed new light on our cosmos. Welcome to Space Rumor. Today we're going to take a look at the new planet discoveries of the incredible James Webb Telescope. Uncovering secret planets. Throughout the cosmos, the Earth is the only planet with proof of life, but it certainly isn't the only planet out there. Although our solar system may be limited to just 7 planets, there are thousands of other star systems with planets in them, and some of them are just like our Earth. Over the past couple of decades, planet scientists have found over 4,480 exoplanets. While some are likely rocky worlds, others are part of a class of planets dubbed super-Earths, orbs twice to 10 times as massive as our big blue Earth. Others are gas giants like the planet Jupiter. A reasonable amount of these orbs exist in the Goldilocks zone, a particular area of space both close and far enough from their host stars to have surface temperatures able to sustain liquid water like Earth. Further, some exoplanets show faint signs of carrying water in their atmospheres, another vital sign of habitability. However, these worlds are so far away that spotting them from Earth could sometimes be challenging. As a result, several observatories, both in space and on the ground, have to stare into the orbit and the stars for as long as possible in order to get a glimpse of any tiny aberrations in the star's light. In these moments, exoplanets reveal themselves to eagle-eyed scientists and offer up a smattering of data to decipher their orbit, size, and atmospheric composition. However, not very much can be discovered about the planets living in atmospheric conditions from the ground. Thanks to the James Webb Space Telescope, we would be discovering more about these exoplanets in no time. The JWST is equipped with spectrometers that would help uncover data from these unknown planets. With the JWST, we will discover whether the atmospheres of these planets, trillions of miles away, contain the stuff that allows life to flourish, essential ingredients like water, carbon dioxide, and methane. In the first year of its usage alone, scientists claim that the Webb will observe about 70 different exoplanets. These 70 planets have all been discovered by other observatories, but the Webb will transform astrophysicists' ability to decipher their true nature and even image them directly. Of course, the Webb could also discover new exoplanets itself too. In fact, one of the first scientific endeavors Webb will undertake is to look closely at the star system closest to Earth, Alpha Centauri, and try to spot any planets that may be hiding there for the first time. New clues on the hunt for alien life. The James Webb Telescope has no doubt given great hope to humans as they search further for life outside what we know. Since its launch last year, it has made several discoveries that have convinced scientists that they've been working the numbers right. And with this telescope, more can be discovered, including alien life. So far, the biggest question of our existence is whether we're alone out here. With the James Webb Telescope in our hands, we just might figure that out. And thankfully, new clues on how to go about the hunt for alien life have been revealed. According to scientists, there are specific conditions an exoplanet must have. If they meet these conditions, there are high chances of the exoplanet being habitable by alien beings. What are these conditions, you might ask? The quick answer is methane. You see, to pick up signs of life on these planets, biosignatures need to be detected. For our world, oxygen does it. In fact, oxygen is one of the best biosignatures, but it doesn't come without its troubles. According to Maggie Thompson, an astrophysicist at UC Santa Cruz, oxygen is often talked about as one of the best biosignatures, but it's probably going to be hard to detect with James Webb Space Telescope. It would prove difficult to search for oxygen because the Webb telescope will find biosignatures by capturing light absorption wavelengths. In other words, different molecules or elements absorb different wavelengths, and atmospheric oxygen's absorption properties are pretty difficult to pick up. This is where methane comes in. Methane is basically a molecule with 4 hydrogens and a carbon. And unlike oxygen, methane isn't too difficult to pick up by capturing light absorption wavelengths. Accuracy of the absorption mechanism. Although scientists are confident that the most accurate biosignatures required for the search for alien life is methane, there are, however, some issues that may be faced. According to Joshua Christensen Toten, an astrophysicist at the University of California, Santa Cruz, 2 things could go wrong in the search for methane biosignatures on rocky planets. First, the biosignatures could be misinterpreted to be false positives, or an actual positive biosignature could be overlooked. According to Thompson, one molecule isn't enough to give you the answer to whether there is life on a planet. The entire planet has to be taken into consideration. For example, you would also need to examine its geochemistry, how it interacts with the star, and several other processes that could affect a planet's atmosphere on geologic timescales. In a bid to explain this, we can examine the Earth's biosignature. Although the most significant biosignature on Earth is oxygen, we also know that there's a large amount of methane found in our atmosphere that is also produced by non-living things. Volcanoes, ocean ridges, hydrothermal vents, and even asteroid impacts, you name it. The researchers claim that all of these could make a bunch of methane and push it up into the atmosphere. Now here is where the issue lies. If methane is the biosignature that would be searched for on these rocky planets, what is the guarantee that Webb would pick up the biosignature of a living alien being, biological methane, and not non-biological methane? Thankfully, the researchers discovered this just in time to create a rule to help set apart non-biological methane from biological methane. According to researchers, if the planet's atmosphere has a lot of carbon dioxide in addition to the methane and has much more methane than carbon dioxide, and if the orb doesn't seem to have an extremely water-rich composition, then we might rule out false positives on such captures. However, if any of these conditions aren't present, then there are chances that it could have come from a non-biological source like some sort of volcano. The James Webb Telescope discoveries. Thanks to NASA, telescopes on land and space, and astronomers, we've come to know that there are thousands of planets outside our solar system, and our universe contains roughly 200 billion galaxies. These planets are known as exoplanets, and in our Milky Way galaxy alone, scientists have confirmed over 4,480 exoplanets with thousands of more candidates. There could be millions of exoplanets out there that we've yet to reach, and with the help of the James Webb Space Telescope, we might just discover these exoplanets and many more. The JWST carries specialized equipment called spectrometers that will improve our knowledge of these far-off worlds. We'll discover things as old as the formation of stars and planets. With the James Webb Space Telescope, scientists hope to discover what the first galaxies and stars looked like. The first several hundred million years of the universe's existence are wrapped in mystery. The present models of how the first stars and galaxies came to be, riding the condensation of dark matter halos, are lacking observational data to either confirm or falsify them. The reason behind this is that our models of the early universe are infrared, and they require a telescope of JWST's scale to provide the image. With the data collected from these observations, we would be able to answer questions regarding the formation of our first stars and galaxies in the universe. Most importantly, these discoveries have profound implications for our cosmological models, especially regarding the great mystery of dark matter. The James Webb Space Telescope discoveries will go beyond finding out about the first stars to even uncovering what the first black hole looked like and why every galaxy has a supermassive black hole in its center. Over 13 billion years later, and we have no idea what brings about the supermassive black hole that is found in virtually every universe. Our current theories predict that the first stars may have collapsed to form these giants. However, we're still unsure how they were able to get so big, forming the incredibly bright quasars that we can still observe over 13 billion years later. And most importantly, the James Webb Space Telescope's biggest discovery will be life on other planets, both in our solar system and beyond. The JWST will enable us to directly image large exoplanets and take spectroscopy readings of many more. The best part about this is that it will allow us to determine the chemical composition of exoplanet atmospheres. If some of these planets are harboring life, there could be possible biosignatures in the ratios of chemical elements different from what is geologically normal. The JWST will make it possible to discover alien life, especially in systems like the nearby TRAPPIST-1 and on the moons of Titan and Europa. Tell us in the comments what you think about the James Webb Space Telescope, and do you believe that we will finally be able to discover alien life in our cosmos? As always, thanks for watching Space Rumor.